Welcome to my channel. My name is Asya, and this video will be a little bit different than the others because I have good and unexpected news I wanted to share with you. I wrote with a art professor 2 months ago because I wanted to study illustration and animation, and I wrote down with him through the emails, and I asked for a portfolio advice because I was not sure how to make a digital art folder for the college. I needed to make one with 15 to 25 drawings or pages actually, and I was not sure how to do that. This was the first time where I designed a art folder and sent them my art stuff 1.5 months ago or something like that. And 1 month ago, the professor said to me through the emails that I was accepted.
Congratulations!
And I'm really proud and excited. I wanted to study animation illustration since 10 years ago, and in this video I wanted to make 3 different topics. So I wrote down all the topics and everything what I wanted to say, like notes. At first I want to talk a little bit about my art history, then the art college itself, and my digital art folder. I wanted to show you my art folder because I know that I was accepted. I can say that it must be good, so I can show you the art folder, and I hope that it will help you when you think you want also making art and going to an art college with the idea of studying animation or illustration. Of course, I'm not a professional or something like that, but I love to draw, and I'm drawing since I was 11 years old, and I always wanted to show you this when I'm sure 100% sure that I was accepted. Let's get started with the video, and I want to start with my art history. Like I said, I started to draw with 11 years old, as I was in the 5th grade. In the past I liked to draw in manga or anime style. I had a friend and she loved to draw in this style, and I didn't really had a style that I also started with manga and anime. But a few years later I was like, I like that style, but I'm not sure if this is what I really want to do or want to draw 10 or 20 years later. So I changed my style a bit. With 14 years old, I started to draw a lot of Disney stuff and tried to make my style look a little bit different. And I love the semi-realistic style. Of course, I also like the realistic style, but I don't really like to draw and to be so much detailed. And I like to draw digitally, so of course that is not a no-go or something like that, but I think semi-realistic style is better for me. I always wanted to improving my art skills and my art style. As I started to draw in Disney style, I also learned a lot of things about animation and modeling, 3D and 2D animations. And I fell in love with the idea of creating something by yourself with your hands and creating characters. I love that, and I love to be that creative to make a own world like Marvel or of course that's not Disney, but I like the idea of making own worlds like in Zootopia or Onwards or the other movies and series you can find online. Yeah, I love to draw art portraits. I drew a few portraits in the past I really liked, but like I said, it was not 100% sure if this is my style that I want to also want to draw 20 years later. So I love to do OCs, original characters. I drew 4 OCs, 2 couples, and my first couple or my first character was Madison and her boyfriend Jason. And the thing is, I created these characters 2014, and a few years later, I think 2017, I created 2 other characters, Alva and Arvid. The thing is, these 4 characters are fantasy characters. I don't like to read fantasy stuff, but I love fantasy movies and the idea of making a different world, because I think it makes the world a little bit more powerful and colorful, and I love that. And to be honest, I think it makes you as a person more creative, or when you are really able to create this world stuff. And this is a thing I want to do in the next few years, or 10, 25, 15 years later. I want to talk about the art college itself. So 10 years ago, I wanted to study but I didn't had the chance to study it, because in Germany I don't really found any college where I could study animation and illustration. And so I knew that I wanted to do something in this direction, and it was just I was not just able to study this, and this really frustrated me. So 5 years ago, I did it again. So I searched for an art college, but I only found 2 different colleges in 2 major cities. And these are 6 hours away from my home, so I was a no-go for me. And actually, I was sure that I will not found any college where I could study my dream job. So I started to learn something new, and started to being a kindergarten teacher. And last year, I finished my school, and since 3 years, I'm earning money. At the beginning of 2023, I searched again. I found out that in one college in my near, it is just 1 hours away, it is possible to study this. I wrote like I said, with a professor, and wanted to ask for a digital art photo advice, so portfolio advice. Yeah, and that's the story behind the thing. It will be a private school. I will start in the middle of March. I will go 1 day a week there to learn 8 hours with the professors or with the other students, and the rest of the time I'm learning by myself. And 4 days a week, from Monday to Thursday, I will work 6 hours a day. So I will go to part-time. I'm actually working in full-time right now, so 8 hours a day from Monday to Friday. But I wanted to change that, so I talked with the management, my chef, and said that I want to study and need to go to part-time, so lower my my hours. And she was happy for me and she said really cute things. In the middle of March, when I'm starting my college, I will go in part-time so I can do everything, and I know that it will be stressful, but at the same time I'm really happy and proud of myself, and I am excited how this will be to study. I don't know I don't know what to say. So I've already prepared a few things for my college. So 1 year ago, I bought both myself a new bag for having the place to put everything what I need in this big bag. So and I have this one where I can put everything on my art stuff in there. I have this little power bank for my smartphone. Then I have this sketchbook, but I actually bought another sketchbook for the art college. I also have this one, a calendar for next year. I have three other calendars on my iPad. I have so many things I bought only for the college. Wait, I can show you. So here's the bag. I just wanted to show you a little bit of that. So I have here my cute pens. Where you can see here is Van Gogh, my favorite old artist. So I have a college block, and this one for my pencils, and these. I don't know how to use them. I never did, but I thought it is a new start, so why not? This cute thing from January 1st to December, I don't know. This is for cards. This one is really cute. I also bought this one because my oldest thing is two things. I forgot the name, but it is for cards. So I can put here my student card. I forgot where it is. My student card where I can go with it to the college. And the last thing is I bought myself a little Kindle because I love to read, but I don't want to go with my book everywhere. I think it is really unlucky when it get dirty. So I don't want to take these everywhere when it is rainy or snowy. I love this book, but I started to write my books from this because it is more handy. You can put it everywhere. I found out that it fits in my jacket, so a plus point. And I can show you also my bag. So it's really big. I love that. And I love it. I know it will be stressful, like I said, but I'm really, really proud, and I'm excited. And yeah, now I want to show you my digital art folder. So yeah, let's get started with the video. I don't want to talk about that much, but I wanted to show you everything before someone asked me if I'm ready or not. Yeah, I'm ready for everything. I bought everything by myself 2 months ago or 1 year ago. 1 year ago. Oh, I can't believe it. But I'm glad that I did everything right, and yeah. Okay, let's get started with the video. I wanted to show you my art folder. So here's my digital art folder. It is everything in German, so I want to translate it as much as best as possible. So on the left side, I decided to put a photograph of myself And on the right side, you can see my drawing of myself, a portrait. Of course, it is more in like chibi style, but I drew this just only for my YouTube channel, and I thought it is cute, so why not? I can use it as I can use it multiple times. So yeah. And on the right side, you can also see that I have a YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads account. And under my pictures, you can see my name, Asya, aka Drawn by Asya. When you're searching on the different apps with this name, you can find my art accounts. Yeah. So I decided to put here multiple motifs like the flowers or leaves. In the drawing palette, I really like the idea. I really love this page. It is colorful but nude at the same time. I don't want to make it too colorful, but at the same time, I don't want it to make it looking dark or not good. So it should be looking girly, and yeah. I like how this turned out. Like I said, everything is in German. So I'm sorry, but I needed to make it in German, but I wanted to translate it as much as possible, and I hope you understand me and what I want to say to you. So on this page we have the table of contents. You can see what I did and on which page it is. In some points you can write. You can read what it could be. So at first, I want to introducing myself. Then you can see anatomy drawings, animal drawings, traditional drawings, digital works, landscapes, character art, my OCs Madison and Jason, and on the next pages, my original character Alva and Arvid. Then I have some models with Nomad, which I designed by myself. These I really love how these turned out, but it was the first time I used Nomad. So and then I have some thumbnails because I drew and made two different animations. One of them is only 6 seconds long, and the other one is 1 minute long, so 60 seconds. Then I have here my introducing page. You can see on the right side I did a challenge and I drew all about me. Here you can see I am 163 centimeter long, and my favorite animals are lions and cats. I prefer, of course, lions because I think these are powerful and strong, and I love that. I was 25 years old last year. My favorite food is sarma. It is a Turkish traditional food. And my favorite colors are blue, lilac, and purple. My favorite things are Disney Dreamlight, art, sweets, and books. It didn't change, so I didn't change it. Where I live in Germany, and my friends are my boyfriend. My boyfriend is actually my best friend, but I wrote him as my boyfriend. Then I have my best friends forever. I knew her since she was 3 years old. And my good friend, I really love her, but we didn't see us often, even if she's here in my near, maybe 10 minutes away. And what I love, my boyfriend and my family. I really love everyone, and I'm proud of have a wonderful family. So I wrote down here, hello, my name is Asya, and now I am 26 years old. I am drawing since I can think about it, and since I was in kindergarten, I always liked to draw. As I was 11 years old, I started to draw every day, regularly. I drew a lot of mangas and animes before I decided to change my style. In the age of 17, I started to have the interest of Disney animations and illustrations. Then I had the idea of studying animation and illustration, and then I tried to have the opportunity to study this online or in my year. So this is the first part I wrote down in German. What's going on here? After the 10th grade, I started to learn something that means design technical assistant. This is a little bit hard to explain in English, but it is something where you learn to draw posters and other digital products for making some advertising stuff. After that, I started to learn to be a kindergarten teacher because I was unsure how I wanted to live, what I wanted to do. And in the past, I was often with my mother in her job, in her workplace, and she's also a kindergarten teacher. So I decided to make the same like my mom. I am drawing in semi-realistic style. I love to draw humans, mythological things, things like fairies or elves, witches, etc. I also like to draw animals or landscapes. I have an Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube account where I'm using actively. On YouTube, I also put in art videos in English, and I posting things with the topics character design, sticker design, or sketchbooks, like draw with me videos, etc. Then we have the anatomy. I like to draw poses for characters which I like to draw. I like to draw on and participating to draw this art style challenges where I am changing the poses of the characters. I think it is important to when I draw that I also make a touch of myself in it. So with my style, so you can see, okay, this is her style, and it fits to the character. So you can see a few drawings I did in the last years. Photographed a lot of drawings in my sketchbook and put it in here. So here in the next page, you can see some animal drawings. I started to draw anatomy of animals. So I drew a few of these, and the thing is, maybe I want to draw in the future children books with animals, and I think it is really important to know how to draw animals. I don't draw animals every day, but I like the idea of drawing them as much as possible. Like I said, I love to draw more human characters. But when I'm able to draw some animal characters, why not? So the next page I have traditional work. Here I have my traditional work drawings. I drew these with watercolors, colorful colored pencils, and fine liners. I like to use my. I wrote down that I like to use my pencil and my fine liners in my drawing in my sketchbook, but I think it is more. It makes it more colorful and wonderful looking when I'm using watercolors and colored pencils. I think that makes my character look more alive. I want to draw more with my watercolors in my sketchbook. And I also like to draw with my acrylic marker or Uhu marker or my colored pencils. These are all of the colors or art supplies I really like to use and I want to use as much as possible. I actually, and at the end I wrote down that I have 10 finished sketchbook. I'm working on the next new sketchbooks. You can see here a drawing from 2021, 2 of 2022, and 2 of 2024. And I wrote down what I use, like my sketchbook, watercolors, color pencils, which pencils I use, my references, where I use my references from Instagram or Pinterest. These are the two main apps I used for my references when I'm drawing. Now here we have my digital drawings from the next years. All of the drawings I put in here, I drew in my with my Procreate over the last 4 to 6 years. I participated to draw this in art style challenges or drew this by myself with Pinterest references or Instagram references. But I forgot to write it down. But you can see here, this one was from Instagram, this one too, this one too, this one too, and this one. I think these both too, but I don't really know. I'm unsure, but this one was from Pinterest. I really love the photograph of the boy with the lightning that I wanted to use it. I drew this in my vacation, and I like how the colors look in. Next page, I drew landscape drawings. I'm not proud of every drawing here. I don't really like this one, but I'm really proud of this one. I really like that. Or this one. This one is okay, but not the best work. As I drew these landscape drawings, I used references from Pinterest. I also drew in traditional style, so like this one. I didn't use only my Procreate. It is important to know that you can see how I draw landscapes with watercolors and how I draw landscapes with my iPad with Procreate. And at the end, I also wrote down here that I'm using here characters, which the thing is, as I drew this one, it was really, really interesting. I only found this photograph of this big tree under the sea, and I wanted to add some fishes. Then I started to draw the fishes and the grass here, and then I thought, oh, it looked not that good. I wanted to make it look powerful, so I wanted to make a mermaid here, and then I thought, oh, okay, this one looked really, really cool. So I decided to draw her, and the other one here, but I think she looked like Heidi or something like that. But I like and I love how this turned out. And as you can see here, in every page, I added these little details with the flowers. I tried to make everything look in symmetry. When I used one topic, in more than one page, I use the motif more than one times. So the next one is also a landscape drawing. I used this one again. You can see here, I used this one again. So this page, I actually use a reference from MapCrush. It is an internet page where you can find different and randomly places all over the world, and I made a screenshot of this little place. I don't know where it is, so but it is not necessary. I take a picture of that, and I wanted to make to draw this landscape. As I drew the landscape, I decided to add her at the end because I thought it looked good, but I love to add characters in different places. I drew her in light colors so that she stands out to the rest of the drawing. The only things which is standing out is her and the lightning in the background is darker with darker tones, and like I said, the only light things are the lightning and her. So And I added here some lightning. I forgot to say that. Then we have character art. I decided to make 3 different character topics because I have this type of character art where you know, okay, the characters are self-made, but you will never use these characters again. In this year, as we had mermaid, I decided to draw the different mermaids in my style. And then we have I had 6 different topics, prompts. So I have the first prompt was wave, the second one was moon, the third one was crown. Then we had fish friends. Then we had witch. I guess it was witch. And draw this in art style. I found this drawing and I thought, oh, come on, you can draw it. Not better, but in your style. So it not looking in like my style. So it is a good idea. Why not? So, and I really love all of the characters, especially this one. I think this character is my favorite character of these 6 characters. But I also like the details I added here for the witch. Yeah, and like I said, we have here the flowers. And here too, because it is the same topic. I decided to draw 4 characters. I drew based on the autumn thing. I decided to draw autumn character, and I decided to make elves out of these. So you can see here the ears are really long. I love that, and I love the idea of drawing elves. So elves are different than fairies, so these characters don't have wings. The first character is an elf, of course, and a warrior with the prompt pumpkin. So we have the pumpkin style with the orangey and with the green colors. You can see the pumpkins on her shoes, and the pumpkin in the background, and also in the hair, the green color and the orange color in her dress. So, and she is a warrior. That means she has also some weapons in her hand to fight for that what she loves. Then we have the princess and princess elf with the topic apple. So I drew her a lot of apple-y details. I decided that I want her to look a little bit edgy. Because she's young, she is wild, so I decided to give her earrings, a piercing, some accessories, etc., and a wonderful red dress, with a lot of red and orange colors in it. And she's sitting on a chair. On the other side, we have the queen. Of course, she's the queen, but with a prompt, marshmallows or s'mores. I don't really like s'mores, but I like the idea of drawing s'mores. So I gave her a wonderful brown and white dress that it looked like s'mores, and she holding a stick with some marshmallows, which is starting to burning. And in the background, you see the s'mores, which is melting in the background. Like I said, she's the queen. That means she looks more elegant than the princess. She has a crown and a necklace. The last one is this character. She is a magician and with a prompt leaves. She had a lot of leaf drawings, motifs on her dress and her socks. She has the power, like you can see here. She is holding, she can spell things. I really like the idea of drawing these characters. Every character looked different than the other one, but with the same prompt with as being an elf. But the only thing that changed is the autumn prompt. And the last one of this page on this category is here, character design, the same thing. 3 different characters with 1 different prompt. So, at the beginning of this year, I was on Fantasyland with my boyfriend and his siblings. and I wanted to buy myself this chocolate bar, and I love the idea of drawing chocolate bar as characters. So I drew three different characters. The first one is here. She is made out of white chocolate, pistachios, and strawberries. She has a wonderful dress where you can see the color of the pistachios and the white chocolate. Her skin color is really light, and her hair as well. You can see I added the white chocolate everywhere. We have the second character. It is dark chocolate with colorful Smarties and coconut. We have here the photograph I found online, but it's okay. So we have here the colorful Smarties everywhere, and the coconut everywhere, and the powerful and colorful dress. I love this dress so much. And at the end we have the milk chocolate with marshmallows and beers. I found this picture on Pinterest. I wanted to put I was not sure how to draw this with the pose, so I found this pose, and I thought this is a cute idea to use it. On the next page, we have my two original characters that I designed. I first drew these in 2014 and redraw these in the next years. I wanted to see how my characters would change over the next few years and how my drawing style would improve or change. On this page, I drew my characters Madison and Jason, their ghost friend. The story is about Madison and her ghost friend, whom she has known and seen since her birth. She herself sees ghosts and has difficulty in communication with other people. Madison lives a very lonely life, and Jason is her only and best friend, who has always accompanied her on her journey. In this story, there is also an evil spirit who wanted to take revenge on the people who did bad things to him during his lifetime. Madison is the only person who can help Jason and everyone else, and of course, she helps her at the end of the film. I had the idea of making a film out of it. This idea came to me in 2014. I drew both characters and gradually added other characters in it. These includes Madison's dog, Madison's parents, and Maddie's nanny, who looks after her, Jason's parents, and his sister. So I'm very proud of this story that I created back then. I drew it freely from my thoughts, or wrote down a story about it, which unfortunately I was no longer able to follow because I simply didn't have the necessary resources at the time. I didn't want to rescout these characters, and I decided to redraw them every year or watch them improving them over and over again, and maybe at some point making a film out of them. In the next 2 or 3 pages, I'll go into more details about Madison and Jason, or more about Madison as she is my main character. So, a few years ago, a trend emerged that shows the character with different hairstyles. I like the idea of designing my character like that, but I didn't dare to do it for a long time, and it wasn't until mid-2023 that I was able to draw my character this way. I also drew Madison in the original size, and on the right side you can see Madison and Jason in wintertime. I actually thought it was really nice to draw them this time of the year. So you can see what I used to draw these. I drew these in May 2023. My medium was Procreate and my iPad. And here you can see I drew these in August 2024, and also used my Procreate on my iPad. So, on the next page, you can see Madison at the top right here. I did a lot of research on the subject of character design and found many illustrations of how they draw their characters from multiple perspectives. That means once from the straight, like here. One of them is in 2, 3 to 5 perspective. Then we have the ones from the side view and one from behind. So it is easier to see whether the person is also wearing accessories that are not visible, such as a sword or something similar back in located. Madison can be seen underneath with various facial expressions. Here, while I was making this drawing, I based it on other examples, pictures of other characters, but I kept an eye on Madison's special features, like her short hair, her bangs, and her round face. So this is what I wrote down here in German. I wanted to translate it for you. So, and this is the last page I drew where I added my characters, because it is really important to add your characters in one of these digital art folders or art folders itself when you want to study this. So on this page, you can see my characters, where I drew Madison, Jason. It's about the fact that I took part in this kind of challenge named Inktober in 2022, and includes my characters. I used ink and my fine liners, my pencil, and eraser to sketch it. First, I drew them on little square sheets of paper with ink, and then I hugged them on my wall. Gute Nacht. I thought the drawing was very beautiful, and I wanted to immortalize it in my room. It is important to me to draw my characters often and at different times of the year, etc. This makes it clear how my characters and I changed over the last years. So, on the next page, I also drew two other characters I designed back in 2017. This must be 17, I don't know it right now, or 18, like here. Around 2017 or 18, I created characters again that also belong to a fantasy story that I came up with myself. It's about Alva and Arvid, who are elf creations. Alva is a gatherer who lives in the forest, while Arvid is a warrior from the kingdom. Alva is brave, fast, and a good fighter. She also has magical power that she can use to transform into a fox. Her strength helps her to gather food faster and better, and to provide herself and other forest dwellers with food. As mentioned, Arvid is a warrior and fights evil. He meets Alva on a mission and wants to bring her to the kingdom too, so that she can be trained to become an official warrior for the empire. Arvid initially doesn't know anything about Alva's power until he sees it with his own eyes, and then wants to bring her with him to the kingdom. On this page, I took care of the body shapes and the accessories. Below, you can also see that I drew Alva in different poses and experiment with the colors of her clothes. I was unsure which color would fit best until I decided on the middle one. On the next page, I drew my characters a few times in my sketchbook. I also added 2 pages where I drew Alva, where I drew how Alva changed her form into a fox, and 1 comic page. I tried to draw my characters in the right colors, but at the time I only had cheap markers. I think nowadays I would color them better. So I do a lot of different things for the world building, and here we have the tree house where Alva live. I decided to sketch this in my sketchbook, and after that I colored them digitally. I drew it from the outside and from the inside, that you can see what furniture she has. Since Alva can transform into fox, she jumps into the house through this secret door. She also has a secret roof, where she keeps a safe hidden with secret files and tasks, and so that no one knows about. On the next page on the next and last page, where I edit things from the story of Alva and Arvid, I added a flipbook where I drew 2017 or 18. I have inserted my flipbook here, or the individual photos, so that you can see how Alva goes out of her house, take her bag with her, and then the side view shows how the camera moves. Here. Here I added my old and my new models. 3D models. I used to use the Blender software on my laptop to design this head and energy can. Looking back, I hosted 3 more models this year using Nomad, an app I have on my iPad. I sculpted pumpkins, a Stitch model, and my character Madison. To find out what it feels like to design a character or a face. It took me a very long time, but it was very exciting and I had a lot of fun. In the last 2 pages, I added two thumbnails for animations I created. I created an animation for the song Snowman by Zia in 2023. It took me almost a year to complete this. I took a lot of time on it and lost track of it a bit, but I finished it around October this year. The video lasts 60 seconds and was a lot of fun to create. I used Procreate Dreams on my iPad. I'll show you the animation in a moment, but before I do that, I want to show you a page where I created a 7 seconds video. Here it is. As I mentioned, as I announced, here is another animation that I created, which actually only lasts 7 seconds. It's about a bird that flies out of the water, and you can see the wings as the bird flaps out. And I just wanted to create an animation of a dynamic movement, and I really like drawing wings, and I also find birds and everything that flies is always very interesting. That's why I decided to create this. Yeah. And now I want to show you the animations itself. So let's get started with the Zia. Let's get started with the snowman video of Zia. You can see here my groups, and under the groups you'll see a lot of layers. So how many layers I used for one video or one sequence. So it's getting more and more. So, here's the video.
Don't cry, snowman, not in front of me. Who'll get your tears if you can't catch me, darling? If you can't catch me, darling. Don't cry, snowman, don't leave me this way. The bottle of water can't hold me close, baby. Can't hold me close, baby.
And now I'm showing you the 7 seconds long video from the bird here. I know it's not that special like the other one, but this video also took me, I think, 2 or 3 weeks to finish. And here you can see all of my layers, the audio file, the other audio file, and here my sketches before I color them. It took, like I said, 2 or 3 weeks to finish this 6 seconds, but with, I don't know, 20 drawings or something like that. And the difference is that I also drew the lightning and shadow in it, but for snowman I didn't color the lightning or shadow because it would took me longer than it already does. So now I'm coming to the end of the video. I know it's been very long and I'm very sorry about that, but I wanted to include everything important because it is a very big and very important topic for me, and I also think that everyone should be ready to take this step. I was very unsure whether I would be able to take this step and whether I would even be accepted or not. I'm very happy that I took this step and did my best and tried to get into this art college. I think everyone should try, even if they have such a desire, and just do their best. You are welcome to watch my video again or look at my pages. You can also make my voice quiet or muted, whatever, but I think it's important that you bring in all facets of yourself and show as much as possible in your digital art folder or your art folder itself. I also really try to include all aspects such as landscape drawing or digital or traditional drawings, but also animations, which are very important for me. Thank you for watching. If you want, you can give me a thumbs up. You can like this video or subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or Threads at Drawn by Asya. If you have questions or anything like that, you can write me down in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!